Hi everyone, Adrienne here. How are you doing? It was a very long time ago when I last made an update video. And finally the weather is better here. We get some sunlight and that's when I like to make videos because then it's not that gloomy. Well, I would like to show you my jade plants because first of all, they grew a lot during the autumn and winter. This is really their time when they really grow. And here is one of my oldest jade. It's more years old. And I noticed last year that it grew a heart-shaped leaf, and it has another one this year too. I am not sure if you can see this because of the lights, but I will try to show you. So this leaf here is heart-shaped, and that's so nice. And there is another one, a bigger one. This is heart-shaped too. This is just so nice. Now you can see this one. It's really like a little heart. And I also like that even after I pruned this plant back, and it grew new stem and new leaves, during the winter in December, this just grew this new leaves. Where there were already some leaves, so suddenly it can branch out and grow new branches, new leaves for you. So this can be surprising. I will prune this back, and I think I will prune most of my jade plants back in spring. This is what I did last year as well, and I hard pruned them, all of them back, and they grew after that so much. You can see that this one is so full, so nice. There are some white spots on the leaves. These appeared around in November, I think. This is just some minerals, some salts on the leaves. So if you see this, it's alright, and you can remove them with a wet cloth or with your fingers, but I usually just leave them as they are, and they will vanish in a few months. So this is really just some mineral deposits and nothing more, so this will not hurt your plants. This jade plant here, I got this last year. I got it back because I gave it away, and I got it back because it had root rot. It was in a very horrible shape last year. And yes, that was in last year, December. So not this December, but the previous year. And what you can do with a jade plant that has root rot is to remove all the roots that are damaged and repot it into new soil, and do not water it for at least a month, because the plant will need at least a month to grow new roots. And sorry for my voice, I was ill in the last 2 weeks, and it looks like my voice is still not the best. So if you have a jade plant with root rot, just repot it and let it be. And you can also remove the bad leaves, so you can prune back your plant if the leaves are so damaged. And for this plant, all the leaves were gone. They were in such a bad shape that I decided to hard prune the plant back. And you might not be able to see, but I only left 2 leaves on this plant last year when I got it. and I didn't water it for more than a month. And finally, when it started to grow some new leaves, that's when I started to water it. And within a year, this is what happened. So you can see it grew so much. It recovered fully, and I really like that. Now, what I noticed with this one is that it has some variegated leaves, so it has some white on the leaves, and that's just so strange. You can see here that it's discolored, and I would say this is funny. Maybe this was some mineral deficiency. I am not sure, but it looks like a variegated jade, even though it's not. Now I have one more here, and this is a bonsai experiment I am doing. Last year in the end of February, I pruned this one back. I pruned back the roots heavily, really heavily. This barely had any roots at the time after I removed them, and I pruned the plant itself too back very. I really removed almost all of these branches and leaves, and I am keeping it in this shallow tray. And it's alive. It's alive. It's green. It has new leaves, many new leaves, and it looks cute, I think. It has a heart-shaped leaf as well. Nice. And here is another one. So I really love this. I will prune it back very soon in the spring, and I will keep growing this as a bonsai. So I would like it to remain small but have a very nice tree form, we can say. Now I will show you some of my other jade plants in the other room. Here are my favorite jade plants. These are all different kinds of jade, the ripple jade. All of these really grew during the winter and the autumn. I really enjoy these. The most interesting thing that happened was that, well, first of all, this one here, the silver dollar jade, this is such a slow growing plant, but it has these full leaves and it's just so nice. It's very nice, but it grows so slowly that you really need patience for this one. Now, the other thing I noticed that they don't get enough light, these jade plants, so they lost their beautiful magenta color. This is the Humus Sunset. This should have a nice magenta color, and this one should have it either. This is the tricolor, and you can only see this white and green. So when you are keeping these plants indoors, this is what you might see yourself, that they lost these beautiful bright colors because they just don't get enough light. Even though I keep them in the window, this is east facing window, so they get really a lot of light here, but it's not enough. So this is something that we must accept. But they still grow here, and that's really good. I noticed with these ones that there are many new leaves here. These are the Etis fingers, the hobbit, and the leaves, the shape of the leaves have changed. into a normal jade plant's leaf. So they are not as curvy, but they are more flat like a normal jade's leaf. And that's this looks strange to me, but the new leaves are looking healthy again, or healthy in a way that the form shows the same form as it had when I bought the plant. But they are okay, and really there is so much growth here. They were so small when I bought this plant, so I think they were the half of their size as they are now, and I think that's really good. I was a bit afraid that this ripple jade might get too much cold during the winter when I was opening the window. Sometimes I left it like that, and the cold air, they got too much cold air, and the leaves started to feel too soft, but it looks like it was able to manage that, and now it feels okay, and it looks really nice, really nice. I might start propagating these this year. I was waiting for all of these jade plants to grow a bit before propagating them, because it's better to propagate these with a full stem with many leaves than with just one leaf. That's it's more easier for the plant to grow into another plant if you use a whole stem. I also have my crossbees compact here. This looks really good, and I already can see that I can start at least 2 plants from this one when I will prune this back. I think there are lots of potential in crossbees compacts because they are so small, and you can make such nice looking little bonsai trees out of this. That it has all of its good features for this to do. So I really like all of these plants. I still have a few jade plants. I am going to show you those in the kitchen in a sec. Last but not least, here are my other jade plants in the kitchen. I actually gave away lots of jade plants. I had so much because last year when I pruned back my jade plants, my main ones, then I kept the leaves and the leaf cuttings and the stem cuttings, and I grew those plants into bigger plants, and then I sold some of them, and then I gave some of them away because I had really so much. It's so easy to propagate these plants. These one here, some are crossbees compacts and some are normal jades. These with the smaller leaves are the crossbees, and my favorite one is this one because this has 3 branches here, and I am already planning to do something with this. So when I will cut this back, I will start a nice 3-branch plant, and that would, I think, look really nice as a bonsai kind of plant, with 3 branches. That would look really nice. I have here these small ones. I started these from leaves last year, and I wasn't keeping them too well, but I realized that, and I moved all of them into their own little pot, and since then they started to grow. You can see that they are a bit bigger now. They need more water than the bigger plants, but you should be also be aware that not to give too much water, because then they will start to rot. So the key here is finding the balance. I really say that if you would like to propagate jade plants, the most easier way is to use a stem cutting. That works really well, and the plants grow a lot faster than if you would start them from small leaves, a single leaf. But it's also a challenge, and it's also fun starting them from leaf. These are all the jade plants I have at the moment. You can see that once I start pruning these back, I will have the double the amount of jade plants again, and I still don't know what to do with them. Yes, well, thank you so much for watching this update video, and have a nice day, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.